there, you guys. Welcome back. Today, in the previous video, I was potting up some alsobias and some little babies, some cuttings, and I was using little red Solo Cup shot glasses. Instead of buying all kinds of teeny little small pots, why not just be creative and save a little bit of money and do it on the cheap? I bought 20 little cups for $1 at the dollar store. They come in red. I've seen them in other colors, purple, yellow, maybe green, I'm not sure. And I think that they're perfect for little starters, like African violet leaves perhaps. I used it for alsobia, little cactus babies, whatever, babies. When you're propagating, you don't always have space for a 4-inch pot, and you don't really, I don't know. You can do them in any size, really. They're cheap, so why not? I know a lot of you already do it, but I thought I would for those people that aren't so creative like myself, and see somebody using it and be like, huh, I didn't even think that you could use that. Well, you can. So I'm just going to show you how I prep the little cup to make it work. And also this, again, will work for the bigger cups as well. I recommend for good root development to use something with an opaque color. If you use clear, light, for one, grows algae if the roots are there. You'll also notice that you don't really see a lot of root development at the side of the pot. Roots tend to travel away from the light instead of to the light. So opaque colors like the red or the blue or whatever are much better for root development. Just keep that in mind. If you have the clear ones, that's potentially okay. Some people will put some sort of covering over top to stop the light from getting through. Some things like orchids grow just fine with having light to the roots because the roots photosynthesize in most species. So not in all of them. Anyway, I'm rambling again. So you could use things as well like yogurt cups or I don't know, old Tupperware. Just let the world be your oyster. Let creativity run its course and do its thing, and just have fun with it. Have fun with it. There's no rules in gardening except try to make sure things survive. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to open this one because I have all kinds of them over here. As you probably seen in that video that I did a self-watering wicking system in my pot. I'll do the same thing with this one. This is just a regular twine. This one is actually a cotton twine. Be careful when you use a cotton twine because it will deteriorate, it will break down, and eventually it will just rot away. If you use a synthetic like a nylon twine or whatever, that would actually be a little bit better. From what I understand, it's best to prime the nylon twine in a soapy water solution while you're prepping your stuff, and it soaks it all up and it makes it work better. But cotton, you don't need to prime it at all. So we'll use cotton today. I know that it's not the best choice, but that's what we'll use because that's what I got. So it'll last for a year or so, and then you'll notice that eventually it'll break. You can just add some more in. You can add it in with a crochet hook or whatever. Just pull it through and Bob's your uncle. Maybe he is. I don't know. So anyway, I'll pull you down a little bit closer to what I'm doing and we'll just go through this together. It's easy peasy. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to flip the cup upside down and get something sharp, a little X-Acto knife, a kitchen knife, whatever. You can also use a drill, if a drill works better for you, a little rotary tool. I was having a hard time using a regular knife, it wasn't sharp enough. I'm just going to, be careful if you're using a knife, you don't want to slip and cut yourself. It's thin plastic. You're going to have to apply a little bit of pressure, but not too much pressure. If you apply too much pressure, it's going to go through the cup and just make a mess of things. I'm spinning it so that it makes a nice round hole. And just be really careful with it. There we go. Do you see that? You could also probably use a hot nail. If you put a flame to a nail and it gets it really hot, it'll melt its way through. Just easy peasy. Just be careful with using an open flame. So anyway, there is the little hole that we're going to put the string through. Then we're going to take some scissors. Don't take your good scissors for this. Get some craft scissors or something that don't mean a lot to you, because when you're starting to cut other things besides what you normally cut, you'll dull your scissors immensely. So at an angle, you're going to cut a little bit off the side. See how it makes a little bit of a hole there? That's going to be your drainage. So I'm going to do 4 of these. Some of them will be bigger than others. You want to try to get them to be a good size, but notice how it's not all the way around. It's not going to cut the bottom off at all. Just really easy. You could probably see it better from this angle. See how the water can go through. You want to make sure that your plant's going to have adequate drainage. Then we're going to take our string. You want to give yourself adequate string, because what I did was I doubled it up. I folded it in half. That way we have 2. If you have really, really thick string, you don't need to do this, but my string is quite small. So I am going to put my cup on its bottom. I'm going to get a little poking tool. I've got this little orchid flower spike support, and I'm just going to poke it through the hole. There we go. So now when you go to fill up the soil around, and this part isn't necessary, it depends on what you're growing. With African violets and stuff, it's nice to have this wicking mechanism to easily water your pot. I'll show you how to do the little reservoir at a later date, but this is the tutorial for the little pot, and I'm just going to hold my finger on the string at the corner so that it's almost all the way to the top of the soil, and then we'll fill it with soil, and then you've got your own little wicking self-watering pot. How cool is that? And cheap. I got 20 of these for $1. So just a little bit of elbow grease, not even very much, and you got all kinds of little things. I wouldn't recommend the wicking system for cactus. I would recommend it for things that like a little bit more water and to be evenly moist. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. I'll try to do some more little how-tos. I think that they're a lot of fun. And be creative. Show me how you, or what you use for potting utensils. Maybe you use colanders for good drainage for orchids. I don't know. What do you use? Anyway, put comments in the section below. I'd love to see or hear it. Anyway, until next time, happy growing, everyone. Loving each other and tangling each other up. So, near where the plant was, the main plant, I will get the biggest ones. So there we go. Chop him off.